changing clothes 3 times. You know what type of fortitude that takes?
Dude, love
Hey folks, Blood Tears Glory here,
but he wears tie-dye, he's friendly,
and
his
welcome
finishing move is
to
a kick
a
in the
little
shin.
special episode of the Turnbuckle Report. Right now I'm just doing some testing right now to see if I get any copyright strikes on the network, because I want to start live streaming the audio only of pay-per-views. Right now we're watching the WWE countdown to WrestleMania, to the Royal Rumble.
How many times you can be part of the Rumble? Hello.
So we're gonna see what happens
three
here.
Different characters, 3 different spots. I mean, it's genius to me.
Yeah, let me
It was
see.
entertaining, and it fit the character of Mick
Let's
Foley.
get in this
All the
stuff.
characters that he was towards here, all of which were a success. That's a credit to Mick and his talent.
I get a kick out of the fact that when the greatest moments of the Rumble are talked about, it's like Kofi Kingston walking on his hands, and then Shawn Michaels dangling, and then there's Mick Foley who changed his clothes 3 times. No one remembers what I did in the Rumble, but they remember that I entered it 3 times. I had a whole new respect for Broadway actors.
All right, so let's see.
In at number 7 is a man who's death-defying.
Like I said, for anybody who's watching, all I'm doing is I'm testing this out on the WWE Network, streaming live audio only, and I'm gonna test this out to see if I get any copyright strikes. If I don't get any copyright strikes doing this, then I'm gonna do live pay-per-views and shows and stuff like that. So we'll see. Right now, this is the countdown to Royal Rumble, which is pretty cool.
You can't take your eye off the action.
Kofi Kingston Royal Rumble feats of athleticism are something to be marveled at by anybody.
Kofi Kingston's very smart. If you combine being an amazing athlete, a high-flying superstar, and then you add in like, oh, homeboy can think too? Damn. Yeah, of course he's gonna be successful in Royal Rumbles.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the silver anniversary of the Royal Rumble.
I wait for every Royal Rumble to see how he gets away with it. You know, one year it was the handstand.
Kofi still alive, hands on the floor. Remember, both feet have to hit the floor. Oh my God, dangerous situation. Oh, you gotta be. Oh my God. Look at this! Are you kidding me? He saved himself! Are you kidding me? Kofi Kingston, what a move!
First, I was like, okay, that's abusing the rules.
All right, let's see.
Greatest thing I've ever seen! Even you admit it, huh?
It was one of those moments that you've acted out with your WWE action figures 100
Sam
times,
Roberts.
but you never thought you would see it. 'Cause
Never heard of
people
him.
Can't do that.
That has got to be the greatest thing I've ever seen in the Royal Rumble match.
That's pure athleticism. That's amazing.
For the 26th consecutive year, we welcome you to the Royal Rumble.
I think my favorite Kofi Kingston Royal Rumble moment
Bad News
was
Barrett,
when
no
he
longer
was
with the
almost
WWE.
eliminated, but landed on Tensai's back, so his feet didn't touch the floor.
Wait a minute, Kofi's not disqualified. No, Kofi's still alive. Both feet have to hit the floor. But cheer for what? I don't know, just give your chair, he wants it. I gotta see this. I've gotta see this. I gotta see this. Now, high drama.
That was clever.
What is he doing? Kofi Kingston. This is unbelievable. Has not been eliminated. Kingston is still alive. I love it. And Kingston. I love it. This is incredible. He's using the chair like a pogo stick. I get an assist. Kofi Kingston, give the assist to Bradshaw. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I can't
That was
believe
amazing. I
Kofi's
remember
still in
that.
the Rumble. Now give me my chair back.
To use an announcer's chair as a pogo stick to bounce back in the ring. Not only athletic, but genius.
Kofi is the cat of every Royal Rumble. I mean, he's got 1 million lives, not just 9 lives.
Welcome to the 27th annual Royal Rumble. Oh, and Kingston caught by Rusev. What's he gonna do with him? Oh, he's gonna take out his frustrations on Kingston. Referees have got to try to get Rusev back to the locker room. Kofi Kingston on the barricade, and Kofi Kingston went over the top rope, guys, but remember, he's not been eliminated.
I might have called it a day on the guardrail there. I might have been like, well, you know, we're here, we're stuck, I'm just gonna hang out.
What is Kofi gonna do here? Nothing he can do.
From the barricade to that ring is pretty far. I'm looking at him like, what is he about to do?
Kofi, I don't think you can
It's unlisted, no wonder.
You can't fly. This is
Okay,
impossible.
let's do this again.
Kofi King, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my God! Kofi Kingston survives again!
For winning.
He's walked on his hands. He's hopped on chairs. He's leaped from the barricade into the ring. Kingston's a Rumble highlight reel.
It's like, how does he do that? How do he...
Hey folks, Blood Tears Glory here,
Eddie Guerrero
and
is
welcome
one of
to
the
a
most
special
charismatic
episode of the
superstars
Turnbuckle Report.
in WWE history.
Right now, all I'm trying to do is
Everybody misses
see if I can stream live audio from the WWE Network,
how nice he was as a human being.
and see if I get any copyright strikes, because that's going to let me know if I can stream pay-per-views and so on. So let's see what happens.
My family.
I was
Right now, we got the WWE countdown to the Royal Rumble. That's what you're listening to right now.
I knew how tight they were. I knew how much
So
Rey Mysterio loved
let's just
Eddie
do
Guerrero,
this.
idolized him.
Well, Rey Mysterio and Eddie had got to know each other when we lived in Mexico. They grew up together, so to speak. They were part of a wrestling family, and they loved the sport.
If anybody knows that's tried to do this before, if you got copyright strikes, or if there's a way around it, let me know.
Being able to do something for Eddie Guerrero, knowing how close they were, would be a big deal.
Oh, man! Paying homage to Eddie tonight in a lowrider. Here comes Mysterio.
Eddie Guerrero.
When Ray saw that he was number 2, he got that little smile and he said, Eddie, you got me. So that's what Ray was talking about when he said, hey, Eddie, you stuck it to me this time. You got me.
That's a shame what happened to Eddie.
Mysterio's going to have to last at least 60
It's got to be a hard life living as a wrestler. All that traveling.
Homage to Eddie Guerrero.
Rey Mysterio. I wish, you know what? I would be surprised. Who is that?
So Mysterio
I would be surprised if
From the moment
he
the
enters the
bell
Royal
rang,
Rumble
Rey Mysterio
as a
was
surprise
an uphill
entrance.
Anybody who's ever lost anybody can know what that can do to drive you. It's a lot of momentum to overcome, and I didn't think anything was going to stop him.
Mysterio eliminating psychosis. What a counter with the head scissors.
Well, he's been in over 39 minutes. There's definitely an alliance formed now between Rob Van Dam and Mysterio.
Wow. Rey Mysterio is still hanging in there. Oh,
Rob Van Dam.
Legs across the sternum.
56 minutes, Michael.
Approaching record time. Split up on the top rope. Mysterio launched into Van Dam and inadvertently eliminating the man he had formed an alliance with.
Anything can happen. Any underdog can win.
Whoa, watch out here.
There's the speed and quickness of Rey Mysterio.
Look out! Oh,
the head scissors.
Oh no.
Here we go.
No, you gotta be kidding me. Look at this.
Oh, the double 619.
Come on, Rey.
Do I think Rey Mysterio was talking to Eddie Guerrero during that match? Oh, God, yes.
Rey and Triple H have been in it from the beginning, entering at 1 and 2. And will Mysterio be eliminated here?
Oh, that was epic. Rey Mysterio eliminates Triple H in the Royal Rumble.
For 1 hour.
He had superhuman strength that night, and Rey Mysterio could do no wrong.
And Rey hanging on to the top rope.
Rey hanging on for dear life here. Whoa, whoa.
Rey Mysterio, he did it! He did it!
No way!
He did it! He did it!
No way!
Rey Mysterio did it!
I wish he'd come back to WWE. I miss Rey. He could show some of these new cruiserweight division a thing or two.
What he was feeling. Rey Mysterio not only defied what everybody else was thinking, he proved a lot of people wrong, and he set a record. He was able to last the longest in the Royal Rumble with 62 minutes and 12 seconds.
It almost feels like this was all meant to be. It's the Royal Rumble, being the #1 contender, and then breaking the record as well. And doing it for Eddie. There was so much involved that night.
Latino Heat is alive and well. Look at this.
I know Eddie saw that from heaven. A little bit of me was sad because I know Eddie would want to be there to get in the ring and hug him and, you know, celebrate with him. I still had a little bit of Eddie through Rey, and to be a part of that, that was exciting for me.
Rey Mysterio dedicating this matchup to Eddie Guerrero. He wrestled over an hour with an Eddie Guerrero logo on his wrestling tights. And Rey Mysterio has won the 2006 Royal Rumble match. Rey Mysterio, Viva
2006 Royal Rumble match. He won. Long time ago.
What do you think of the countdown so far? Join the conversation and let your voice be heard as we approach the most over-the-top Royal Rumble moment of all time, as voted by you, the WWE Universe. But first, let's take a look back at the countdown so far.
They're getting it on! Wait a minute! That's a good idea! Rick Carr's trying to bar his way out of this thing. Uh-oh. That ain't gonna work. Wait, I'm a little confused here. Oh my gosh, this ain't right!
He is the most innovative man in Rumble match history.
No, you gotta be kidding me! Look at this!
619 connecting! Come on, Ray!
And the countdown rolls on. Which Royal Rumble moment did you, the WWE Universe, vote as the most over-the-top of all time? We'll reveal that by the end of the show. In at number 5 is a moment that saw the first ever tie in Royal Rumble history, a controversial outcome that divides the WWE Universe to this very day.
Wait a minute! It's Bret Hart! It's Lex Luger! One of these men will go to WrestleMania!
Unbelievable!
Just looking it up! And Luger, that's Bret Hart! And now, the winner of the Royal Rumble!
It is one of the most controversial finishes.
I was really pulling for Bret the Hitman Hart.
I wanted Lex to win.
I was so invested in Bret Hart. Lex Luger won.
Bret Hart.
Lex Luger.
It's like neither guy really won.
And who won this thing? I don't think they can make up their minds. First Luger's music plays, then Hart's.
Times were changing in WWE in the mid-90s.
Experience the new WWF generation.
That there was kind of an added emphasis on the athleticism.
It's a sharp contrast.
There's that word, athleticism.
Of the new generation against the old generation.
Let me show you somebody that is a part of the new generation.
Here he comes, made in the US of A!
When Hulk Hogan left to go to another brand, WWE had this giant void, and they expected to take a certain athlete to just replace Hulk Hogan because he had all the physical attributes.
Look at the condition Luger is in. Unbelievable. His percentage of fat is certainly...
Oh, what happened? Oh, man. Accidentally shut it down. Come on, man.
His.
And then I did come out.
Who is it? Who is it? It's Bret Hart! It's Bret Hart! I can't believe it!
And then the fact that it was me bravely, sort of courageously coming out with the injured leg gave me a lot of momentum.
He's sure showing a lot of guts. Look at that determination. Look at him. Yeah, look how stupid he is for risking this.
Present back the most brutal, the most taxing oil.
I think I might have a challenge with the video quality. We'll see.
Luger threw Bret Hart out. No, I don't know. No. Where's the referee? Luger.
Right now, this is a match between Lex Luger and Bret the Hitman Hart. I don't remember what Royal Rumble this was.
We're gonna have to redo the whole Royal Rumble back over.
Nobody knew what was going on.
The winner of the Royal Rumble.
If you see Lex Luger today, he looks bad.
The winner of the 1994 Royal Rumble is... Are you sure?
Wait a minute. The music has stopped. There's more discussion going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Royal Rumble.
I remember one referee would come down and raise Lex's hand, and then 2 seconds later, another referee would come down and raise Brett's.
There's President Jack Tunney. While Jack
Man,
Tunney's
1995.
make up yours, and
I do remember them landing at the same time and going, oh boy, so who gets to go?
The winner of the 1994 WWF Royal Rumble.
That's when the WWE was known as the WWF till they got sued by the WWE World Wildlife Federation. It's a bunch of animals.
That was one of the things that you take to the water cooler the next day. Like, man, did you see that match? They feet touch the same time.
Jack Tunney making a tough decision here tonight. Stating that both men have won.
It was a very cool moment. And again, these are moments that you're only going to see in the Royal Rumble match.
The co-winner thing, like, come on, it's like kissing your sister. That's not good, you know? It just doesn't feel good. Co-winners.
Giving new meaning to the phrase, the show must go on, comes an over-the-top Royal Rumble moment that proved no one is tougher than Mr. McMahon.
Welcome to the 18th annual Royal Rumble. Tonight, someone will realize a lifelong goal of headlining WrestleMania.
The 2005 Royal Rumble, it kind of brought shades on the 94 Royal Rumble.
2005.
With Lex Luger and Bret the Hitman Hart. Well, in this case, it was John Cena and the Animal Batista.
John Cena, Batista, the final two.
Batista was huge back then.
When I picked him up for the bomb, he came up with so much force that he literally just flung me over the ropes, and we both went over.
By sheer, absolute, legitimate fluke, they both tumbled over the top rope and hit at the exact same time.
We got two winners of the Royal Rumble, or do we?
I didn't know what to do. John didn't know what to do. The ref didn't know what to do.
It was complete chaos. You knew the boss wasn't thrilled about this.
I wanted a victor. The hell with this. You know, this is not going to end this way. I'm a little volatile, and so I just jumped up out of my chair and threw my headset down and stormed out of there.
And I see out of the corner of my eye someone coming down, and I look, and it's Vince, and I could tell that he is pissed.
Here comes the chairman of the WWE, Mr. McMahon.
It's almost hilarious to see a guy be so angry that it's consumed his entire being.
I wasn't warmed up at all. And at my age, even then, you need to warm up a lot.
They can make it worse and more bizarre. He stands in the ring.
Sure, I can walk up the steps, and you know, that's easy. I was frustrated, I was angry, and generally speaking, you know, I do some stupid things when I'm angry.
He goes to stand up, and he falls back down, and at this point, we don't know why he's falling back down.
So I got up, it's like I had maybe one little strand of a tendon left, and then took one step and went almost down like a ton of bricks.
I remember watching this and thinking to myself, something happened here because this is not normal.
On the way to the ring, just as I dove in, I ripped both quad muscles, tore them completely in two.
The chairman is sitting in the ring.
He goes out there and tears both his quads at the same time. Who does that?
How do you tear both quads?
People have done one. It's a fraction of 1% in the world that have ever done two.
I never knew that.
I always like to do things better than everybody else. So if you can tear one quad, I can tear two quads. It makes total sense to me.
Man, has got quite a conundrum here.
As the fans were watching it, I think maybe something doesn't seem right.
And from there, I'm saying, damn it, I've got a problem. And so there I am, I have to make the announcement, and I'm in this excruciating pain.
And he sat there, obviously in tremendous pain, and directed traffic of the Royal Rumble. Quite an amazing feat. I think it upset Vince, not because he got hurt, but because people might think he's mortal.
Didn't even read it on his face. Just total poker face. Hey, both your quads are torn. Nope. No, they're not.
Per order of the chairman, Mr. McMahon, he has ordered that this match be restarted.
We just kind of ad-libbed it, and it turned out to be great, and it was one of those kind of history-making moments in sports entertainment.
Batista! Oh, Batista! From Raw! Overpowering John Cena! No, the Spinebuster! Batista beats Cena!
There was a little part of you that went, yay, Batista won. But I cannot wait to hit rewind to see Vince McMahon fall again.
I mean, you can just watch that over and over and it never gets old. He probably hates it. But come on.
There's a Royal Rumble winner every year. But Vince coming to the ring and blowing his quads out only happened once.
It was an experience like none other because you couldn't walk. You had no use of your legs whatsoever. It's a different kind of experience.
Most people in their lives don't get to experience moments like that. You know, they're just so crazy, but just work out to be so good and so magical, even though your boss ends up with 2 torn quads.
It's time to take a break from the countdown and pay respect to the superstars that were eliminated way too quickly in the Royal Rumble to ever have their over-the-top
Gone for too soon.
Jerry the King Lawler sticking up behind the hitman Bret Hart. Look at it. The King is out. And Bret Hart looks at... Oh, my. I think we just saw a record broken.
The Godfather, he's back. This is great. And Godfather just like... No.
Around the ringside, the Slickster. That might be a record. He came in one side and went out the other.
The Crazy Bushwhackers.
What did he last 1 second?
And there's the Warlord. Steps in. Oh, and he's back for the 360. And he's out of there.
The King of the Unibrow. No offense, King. Oh, what? Good Lord, could that have been a record? I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't ready. No, I'm going back in.
We continue our countdown with a Royal Rumble moment that saw the #1 entry defy the odds and outlast 29 participants to take home the victory.
We'll be covering the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels now making his selection.
Tonight is going to be an easy night for the old HB Kid.
The winner of the Royal Rumble match
Todd
gets
Pettengill.
escorted down the aisle by Pamela Anderson.
What do you remember Pamela Anderson from? You're gonna say Home Improvement, I'll slap you, all right? You remember Pamela Anderson from Baywatch.
Let us all find out who drew #1.
Can you believe this? The Heartbreak Kid drew #1. Michaels fooled everybody, and Shawn Michaels very unlucky here tonight.
#1 is the worst number to come out at. You have the worst chances because you have to go up against 29 other WWE superstars.
Davey Boy taking it to Shawn Michaels, the first 2 entries.
You have people, in Shawn Michaels' case, almost all larger than you are, taller and heavier, beating the hell out of you. And you're at a disadvantage being smaller because it's easier to throw you over the top rope.
The person who had the most vested interest in this match was Pam Anderson. Because if Typhoon wins the Royal Rumble, then all of a sudden Pam Anderson's got to be on Typhoon's arm.
It was a cool thing to see number 1 and number 2 kind of make it all the way till the very end. And as someone who's been in a Royal Rumble for close to an hour, I can tell you it sucks.
Bringing Shawn Michaels back in. Forget about it. Forget about it. Michaels has been eliminated.
Bulldog dumped him over, thinking he had won. He's up onto the second rope. Yeah, I won. British Bulldog. Crowd's so pumped up.
There's an old adage in boxing, protect yourself at all times. Bulldog should never have taken his eye off of Shawn Michaels.
Shawn just landed a forearm to the very wide back of Davey Boy Smith. Shawn Michaels made history.
My prediction is true. They're saying that Shawn Michaels has won the Royal Rumble.
Shawn Michaels, the man back in the day.
The referee has informed me that only one of Shawn Michaels' feet hit the floor. What? Therefore, the winner of the 1995 WWF Royal Rumble, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels created the Shawn Michaels rule, which is both feet have to touch the floor.
There's a reoccurring scene that still gets played out to this day in WWE, and that's when Shawn was holding on to the top rope and his feet were so close. And you're probably looking at the video right now and you can see that his foot clearly touched the ground, but the rules state both feet must touch the ground to be eliminated.
I thought it was cool. It was a good swerve. It's definitely something you weren't expecting. Bulldog got screwed, sure, but I mean, it was Shawn Michaels doing it, so I'm cool with that.
I got news for you. I won a lot of things on a technicality. I don't know that I ever won anything fair and square. No one's career is built on more BS than mine. That I can assure you.
Michaels, the first man in and the last man standing.
Shawn Michaels will always be the first WWE superstar to enter at number 1 and then go on to win the Royal Rumble match. Even if 100 years from now, 10 superstars do it, there can only be one first.
The dangling and the 1 foot and then coming in, there's not a bigger moment than that. I don't think that's number 1. Sure, it is to me.
Coming in at number 2 is a moment that Roman Reigns used as a coming out party while breaking the Royal Rumble record for most participants eliminated by one superstar.
I know you can notice my energy, my swag is off the charts right now. I'm feeling confident, boys, that I got the winning number tonight.
It'll be number 15. He's the muscle of the Shield, Roman Reigns. Did you see that?
2014 Royal Rumble, it was sort of like Roman Reigns' coming out party.
I knew that Roman Reigns was going to be on fire during that Royal Rumble. It's a match made for him. He's so powerful. In a battle royal scenario like that, he's going to be a favorite to win.
Roman Reigns about to make his presence known. Spills!
And Kingston eliminated. Roman Reigns, Ambrose Rollins, all 3 members of the Shield will be together in this match now.
The Shield's strategy in the Royal Rumble was to go in as a team and eliminate 27 other guys.
And now the Shield together, looking to eliminate the great Khali. This is brilliant strategy, and it's Roman Reigns dumping Khali.
Immediately, I knew I had 2 of our guys
is it in there?
so I could utilize them as a team, take everybody out, get them out of my
I've been
and then
doing
get down to where it's just me and the Shield.
I think once Roman Reigns started racking up eliminations, I can tell you that all the members of WWE.com are sitting there talking to one another and saying, you know, he might beat Kane's record.
Kane still holds the record for most superstars eliminated in a Rumble when he eliminated 11 in 2001.
I was aware of Kane's previous record.
I mean,
think
come here.
everybody is. You know, I was just in the zone.
Roman Reigns!
Let me see your phone.
The Royal Rumble is where partnerships go to die, where selfishness takes a front seat.
Hey,
where's it
look
at?
this! Look at Dean Ambrose trying to eliminate his own partner.
Hold on. So
Why
you're
can't
telling
you-
me Ambrose went rogue? Of course he did. He's Ambrose.
Seth Rollins said, what
You're signed into your own, right?
You know, it's the Royal Rumble.
Oh, here it is, right here.
All of them out. I think Cesaro was in the mix as well.
Yeah, so if you go there.
Look at this, Reigns eliminates 3 more men, and 2 of them
I'm just trying to, I'm doing some testing
it was a triple whammy on my behalf.
Roman Reigns has just tied Kane for eliminating 11 men in 1 Royal Rumble match.
I'm just trying to, I'm doing some testing here. Okay. Alright, you don't have to watch it. Thanks, Beth. I appreciate it.
This year. There's not a doubt in my mind. Michael Cole was slow, as he always is, to get my coat, but Roman Reigns, for whatever reason, felt the need to attack me from behind.
And JBL, look at that, JBL! What the?
If I could have got my cufflinks off, I'd still be in the Royal Rumble.
We are now down to 3 men. Batista in the center. There is Sheamus and, of course, Roman Reigns. Reigns has had some sort of rumble tonight. He's tied Kane with 11 eliminations here. Sheamus now hanging on off the apron. Roman Reigns!
That's when Sheamus had decent hair. Now he got that stupid mohawk.
Reigns hangs on. Roman Reigns with 12 eliminations tonight sets a new record for most eliminations in a Royal Rumble match.
He eliminated 12 men in the Royal Rumble. I mean, that's a world record.
12 guys eliminated by Roman Reigns. It's more than a third of the field. It definitely belongs in the top 10 moments in Royal Rumble match history. It's incredible.
Roman Reigns, the young gun.
Congratulations, Roman Reigns. But let's keep a little asterisk here. He eliminated El Torito. That barely counts.
Oh, we got a flying bull. Oh, and El Torito eliminated. Do both hoofs have to hit the ground?
No offense, I love Torito. But that's like 11 and a half.
Are you kidding me? 11.5? He's a man. He's a full little man bull. He counts. He counts. 12. 11 and a half.
Before we reveal your vote for the most over-the-top Royal Rumble moment of all time,
All right,
let's
folks.
take a look back at the countdown.
This was just a test. Signing out.
Mr. McMahon has won the Royal Rumble.